So today's job is to make a bogie stretcher for the Flying Scotsman, the Bassett-Lowke Flying Scotsman. So the bogie stretcher goes between the cylinders here, and it's actually made in a very similar way to the stretcher that's in the bogie itself. So basically this U-shaped piece of metal. So it's made from 1/16 plate. This is the only drawing I've got, so we're just making this piece here. So it's obviously this dimension's quite critical. The actual length of this part is not. I'm not very good with sheet metal work. It's not really my I'm not really in my comfort zone with sheet metal work. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a piece of steel that's this dimension, so this internal dimension, and then I'll bend the stretcher over that piece of steel. I think that I've got the best chance of success doing it that way. So I'll see if I can find some steel and we'll get back to it. Okay, so I've drilled the 6 holes there. I need to find some bolts for them. So the final thing really is to mark the position of the pivot bolt. So we'll just try and get that in now. Yep, I think that. So it basically needs to be in the middle of that block there, and that should be perfect. Jolly good. So we can we'll halve the width, so it's 25.3. Okay. This isn't super critical. So that's that, and I'll pop a centre punch mark in the middle. There we go. So this hole is, it's supposed to be 5/32. So what's that? 6 mil. So what I'll do is I'll put an M6 bolt in there. I think I've got lots of M6s. Something like that. So I think that would look okay. So that would be from, obviously this would be underneath. We have a nut on the bottom. I think that's okay. So we want a 6mm hole in there. So I think just need to find some nuts for that now, but I'm quite pleased that we need to shorten this bolt a bit. They suggest putting washers and a small spring to sort of spring load it, so you've got some suspension there. So I'll see what I've got in my box of springs. But yes, I just need to find some bolts now and we'll get that bolted together. Quite pleased with how that's gone. So I found a spring that will do the job. I've shortened up some screws and taken off this cylinder cover actually, so to give me better access to the screws. So we've just got to get nuts on the back of those, and yeah, then we'll be done on this bit of work. I need to find a M6 nut to go on to hold that in place, but that should be quite easy. So we'll get that sorted. Okay, on that very short bit of slow-mo, you've seen me try and straighten out this cylinder cover a little bit. It's a lot better. Still the odd dent in there, but yeah, that's just its age. So we've now got the Bogie stretcher in, the springs in place, we've got voltage, so this can tilt. It can tilt as well if you want. It can rock, and obviously it can turn. So it's got some sliding motion there. So I think that'll be just the job. There maybe, so you get the general idea. So that looks okay. I think that looks fine. So I've just noticed that screw should be there, so I'm going to have a quick go at fixing that in place. But overall, I think that's as far as I can go in terms of repairs. I'm hoping I may be able to get a cab from one of the 2.5-inch gauge association members. So he's going to have a rummage through his stuff. If not, building a cab is next. I need to speak to the owner to see how far they want me to go with the painting. Okay, so that's the state of play as of today. I've got it all back in one piece, all the bodywork's connected as well as I can make it. All the valve gears in one place. So I hope you found that interesting. It's been a nice little side project for me. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.